Welcome, it's Lee. Come on in, and today's video going to be doing a get ready with me. I'll be using the new e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. If you have not been living under a rock, you have been on YouTube. This stuff is all over YouTube, all over. It's viral everywhere. So Lee decided to give it a try, and while I was doing the new foundations, I thought I would just do a complete look of e.l.f. My entire face is e.l.f. with the exception of a couple of products. So I hope you'll stay tuned for the video. Let's see if I can take this makeup off and put it back on again. Let's see how fast I can do it. Get going with this get ready with me, and like I told you in the intro, today's video I'll be doing the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation, a get ready with me. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today. This happens to be the star of the show today, but I thought while we're doing this new foundation that is all over the internet, everywhere, all over YouTube is inundated with it. Everywhere you turn, somebody is doing this particular video. I thought, let's just do an e.l.f., all e.l.f. face. So I'm going to be using all e.l.f. products with the exception of maybe a couple that I don't have the e.l.f. products. So everything else will be totally e.l.f. on this 76-year-old face. So let's get going and see how it turns out. I ordered this foundation from Amazon. I couldn't find it in my local Ulta, so I ordered the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. It's going to be supposed to be kind of medium coverage with a nice satin finish. I ordered two shades. I ordered the light neutral number 25, and I ordered the medium neutral number 31. Those are the two shades that I ordered. So what we're going to do, I thought the medium neutral might pull a little orange on me. The light neutral may be too light. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix the two. I needed a new mixing palette. I had an old acrylic one, and it just kind of looked like it needed to be replaced, if you know what I mean, my friends. So I was cruising on Amazon. What can't you find on Amazon, right? Matter of fact, Prime Day's coming up and my cart is full, literally. So I found this one. It's stainless steel, and it does like a little artist palette there, you know, where you can put your hand and hold everything. It comes with a little mixer with the two prongs, and it's stainless steel as well. And I guess you could put it in the dishwasher being stainless steel. I don't know, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just wash mine. So I wanted to share that with you, and I think this was about $5, something like that, but it's well worth it. And my acrylic one just went bye-bye. My It Cosmetics brush with this. I might go over it with a sponge. We're going to see. But first of all, let's go with our e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, the liquid in the tube. I love this. I would put this up next to some high-end. I'm going to use this and put this primer on first. I have already cleaned and primed my face with, when I mean primed, I mean, you know, my serums and my moisturizer and everything to save time. I love this primer, I really do. And again, I would put it up next to some high ends. I think it's just as good. And it's $10. By the way, the little e.l.f. The foundations were $8. So I thought, why not just go for two and mix them? Okay, I have been using this and I love the foundation. Let's see what happens here with this shade. Hope it's not too dark, so let's keep our fingers crossed. I'm starting in the area where I need it the most. This is going to be a lengthy, chatty video. So we're going to little just talk. Some of you like longer videos. I had an issue not long ago. I was doing a video and trying to rush it because before the storm came in and I lost power and lost my lights. Well, I had to go back and revamp a lot of that, but that was difficult. But I hope it don't happen today. We're not supposed to get any rain or storms. But boy, it sure is hot here. It is absolutely miserable. I'm filming this the day before July 3rd, the day before the 4th. So and I want to tell you, my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, got married last Sunday, the 23rd of June, in Colorado, out in Denver. And they went on their honeymoon to St. Lucia. Well, if you've watched the news, I don't have to tell you what happened with Hurricane Beryl. They were stuck. They were due to come back. They were going to be down there a week. And they were due to come back. They left on Monday and were due to come back on Monday. Well, they got stuck. The airport was closed and they were on lockdown, so they could not get out. But thank goodness they did not they just got wind and a lot of rain, but they were okay and they're back home. So thank goodness for that. But I understand right now the hurricane is headed toward Jamaica, so my prayers go out to those people. This foundation feels really good, and it feels really good. I think the color might be a little orangey for me, but you know, when you order online, what can you do? Don't you like this hairdo? I've got all these curls here. Look, I've got my hair curled and got this hairband back, putting everything back on my eyes. And I'm going to use, I don't have an e.l.f. primer for my eyes. Like I said, there's a couple of substitutions that I have to use, so I'm going to use the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly and prime everything well, all the way up, using my IT Cosmetics Special Concealer Brush. And I use this for my eyes only, and it works fantastic. All this veins and everything. Like I said, this is going to be a chatty video, so we're going to talk a little bit. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on with me. I am having some orthopedic issues in my back and in my sacrum, down around my tailbone. And I have had 2 series of x-rays. I'm seeing an orthopedic doctor. And I am on schedule for an MRI the 19th of this month. As soon as they could get me in for an MRI, I'm telling you, you almost have to pass on, in other words, to get some help. It's just been, the scheduling is just way, way off, but you know, what can you do? And then when I get the MRI, the doctor just wanted that just to be on the safe side. But when I get the MRI, then the 24th, I need to have a ultrasound guided injection into near that spine area. So I'm hoping that will give me some relief, but I am in a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort. So, you know, it is what it is, but I'll keep you informed on the process and how things go. It's hard to sit, it's hard to lay, it's hard to almost do anything except just exist. So that's where I am, but I wanted to kind of fill you in and tell you what's going on with me. But anyway, that feels like it's dried down okay. My brows, and like I said, I'm keeping everything e.l.f. today that I can. And I'm going to pull out my little fat jumbo e.l.f. pencil, the little $3 Auburn. So I'm going to use that. It may not look as good, but I'm going to try my best to keep everything e.l.f. So let's see what we can do with these brows. Or e.l.f. pencil too. Let me see if I can get a guide. This thing is kind of old. I don't know if it's going to break on me or not. Okay, we got our brows on. Hopefully they look okay. I mixed the two pencils. I used the little e.l.f. skinny pencil in light brown and my big chubby e.l.f. pencil in auburn. So it is what it is. They're going to get microbladed or powdered one day, but with all the other issues, I don't know when that day is going to be here, but hopefully eventually it will be. Eyes today, I'm going to be using bite size eyeshadow palettes. And I've had this little jalapeno, and since I have on green today, and since it's very hot, I thought I'm going to make it even hotter and use this little 4-quad jalapeno in e.l.f. So we're going to see how that turns out today. I have a lot of these little quads, and they're quite nice. They're like $3. A BK Beauty small powder brush, and I'm going to put a light dusting of powder over my lids, over that Painterly. I'm going to just put a light dusting of the Perfect Finish HD powder. That's what I'm going to be using today. It has no color in it, and I'm just going to put a light dusting of that over my lids just to give it a very satin, to where you don't have any grab or anything. Start with the jalapeno, and I think I might start with this second shade. With this second shade right here, not the darkest, but this shade right here is what I'm going to do in this little area right here. So let's see how that works out. We don't know till we try, right? It's green. As a matter of fact, this is the first time I have actually had this palette forever and ever. First time I've ever tried it, ever used it, so we're doing potluck together. Hope you and your family have a fantastic 4th of July holiday. Like I said, I'm filming this July 3rd. We really don't have any plans with my issues going on. Just staying in, staying cool. A smaller brush. It's green. And I'm going to use the darkest shade right here. I'm going to use this dark green right here. Let's see what happens with this. Maybe too dark, but let's give it a go. And we can always mix. At least it cuts down that bright green. I didn't do any tape. I didn't put any eyeshadow shells or anything on today. It is just too hot. Air is going, my fan is going, and I'm burning up. I'm literally burning up. I think I may have to get up and turn my air down more. Right up over my eye, and I'm going to try this kind of this yellow color right here, kind of yellow green right there. I'm going to try that and see what happens. If not, we'll back it down to that. But I'm going to try it with the brush. I don't know that it's going to go on with the brush. I may have to wet it. Let's try my finger. Let's try my finger and put a little bit right there. I'm going to have to use some setting spray. Debating on whether to put on my little half lashes today since it's so hot. But let's go with a coat of mascara now. That's as best as I can do with that jalapeno, and it don't look bad really. I think it looks okay. I picked up a new e.l.f. Lash Extreme mascara, so I'm going to be trying this today. And I have not tried this. I'm taking it out of the package for the first time. It's the Lash Extreme by e.l.f. We're going to see how this works. And I did pick up black. So even if I do my lashes, I always, as you well know, apply a coat of mascara prior to doing that. Now the Lash Extreme is a tubing mascara. Familiar with the tubing mascara? They're little tubes that wrap around that coat each of the eyelashes, the hairs that you have, what little that I have. So I'm going to put one coat of mascara on these little sparse lashes. I hope you can see what I'm doing. It's supposed to really build and lengthen, and it's supposed to be a better mascara, so we're going to find out if anything will help these little sparse lashes. It's another thing I thought about going back and starting to wear the lash extensions again. But you know, at my age, with everything I have going on, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to. We'll see down the road when I get these other hurdles taken care of, right? Now, I'm working fast with this before it dries. It is pretty moist. If you have not tried this, it is kind of a wet mascara. But those of you that like longer videos, this is for you. Look in my little 10 times mirror here. It's not too bad. I'm going to let that dry down and then apply a second coat. I'm debating on whether to try any on the bottom, because the bottom, you see that wand? Look at that wand. It's the little tiny, tiny wand. Let's see if I can get any on the bottom. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply another coat. You have to work with it pretty fast, I'm telling you. Pencils. I'm not going to use an e.l.f. pencil. I'm going to use my Flower Beauty. I have my brownstone and I have it in green. So I think I'm going to use the green today. Let's see what green does if I tight line with green. Let's see what happens. And this is by Flower Beauty. I love these pencils, and I'm very particular what goes near my eye, and this works for me. So that's not to say that e.l.f. won't, but I just don't have an e.l.f. pencil, and this works for me, and I know I can use it near my eye. I'm going to just tight line. Right now. Little flat angle brush, and I'm going to dip in this green color, and I'm going to put a little bit along a liner along the bottom. I know the fireworks scare the fur babies because we don't have a pet, we don't have a dog, but I know they've been shooting fireworks around here for, it's not even the 4th yet, they've been shooting fireworks around here for at least a week. Of course, I live in the country, so, but it's so dry, it's really scary because it's so dry. Blend that just a tad more. Can never blend enough, right? Contour. And I'm going to use my cream contour in the 4 colors. This is so old, I've had it forever. So I hope when I dip into it, it's going to work for me. Use this shade right here. The shade right here. Let's see what happens. Put a little bit of that on there. And I'm using my BK Beauty small angle brush. And I'm going to run a little bit down the nose. I'm just going to squeeze my brush and run a little bit down the nose. I'm just squeezing the side of my brush. Blending that out, and get a little bit of highlight, a little contour, a little bronzer up here, on the forehead. Warm it up a little bit. It's not like we needed to warm it up. It's hot enough outside, right? Oh, goodness, it's hot enough outside. Okay, let's get some blush on. I think today on my blush, I'm going to use this little e.l.f. little stick, and it's called Dazzling Peony. Dazzling Peony. And it's a little stick, and it is in the pink tone, so I'm going to roll up a little bit. Can you see that? And let's put this, keeping it high. Using my BK Beauty 107. This brush is great for blending, patting, powder, creams, no matter. It works. For that. And the rest of my face except under my eyes, because that's our concealer. I like to get my lipstick on, and then once I get my lipstick on, I can do the concealer, and then if I need to add, I can. For concealer today, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer with the white cap. It's the shades in the description box, so I won't take the time to list everything. Be using my Angie Hot and Flashy Concealer Brush and blending that in. Blend, blend, blend. Pat, pat, pat. Bringing it up, and give yourself a little mini facelift. I don't think I'm going to put on my half lashes today. It is just too warm. Too warm. When I get everything done, I will see if I need to go back and do that. I tell you, I told you my granddaughter in St. Lucia on her honeymoon got stuck. I told you that earlier, and but they're back now. It's really putting a damper on the cruise ships and people that are cruising, and just a lot of hassle with these hurricanes. And there's several hurricanes, and this is so, as we well know, so early in the year for hurricanes, because it's just highly unusual. I was raised in South Florida, so you know I'm familiar with going through quite a number of hurricanes. Let's get lipstick on, and then I'll take it from there. I'm going to use the e.l.f., one of my little $2 e.l.f. I was able to snag about 4 of these, and like I said, once you open the package, you have no idea what the name is. So I have no idea what the name of this one is, but I believe it's, I'll list it in the description box. It's something pink. Going all the way into the corner, because if you go all the way in, it takes, if you emphasize more on the pucker pout and your cupid bow, it draws more emphasis to the, or that's what I do anyway. Pencil. They go on very smooth, very smooth. Using an e.l.f. lipstick, and the name of it is Effortless. And it is in the pink tone. That's what we'll be using as lipstick today. Kind of a mauve-y pink. And I do like the lipsticks because they're magnetic closure. e.l.f. gloss, and I'm going to use my all-time favorite, Sparkling Rose. Like I said, that lipstick's a kind of a mauve-y pink. For here, instead of putting it on, I'm just going to take it right off of the, like so. When I get my lipstick on, I always have to go back and add a little bit more blush. And I'm going to set the under eye with these little velour wedges that I pick up on Amazon with my powder. I'm going to just take it right off of my compact of my e.l.f. and just press it in. I'm not really patting, I'm patting and rolling. Just patting and rolling. Put some e.l.f. Color corrector in putty, brightener in other words. It's just not a color corrector, it's a little brightener in putty to under my eyes, just to give that a little bit of something. It needs something. So I'm going to use a brush and just pat a little bit of that out because it's hard to get my finger down in there. I'll see if I can brighten under this eye just a little bit. And let me set this with some powder. Final set, and I'm going to do something with my hair. I'm going to do something with my hair and put on my jewelry, and stay with me, my friends. I will be right back. Stay with me. My friends, that is the finished look, and I thank you for watching today, Beauty Over 70 with Lee, and allowing me to share with you my Get Ready With Me with my new, very viral e.l.f. Soft Glam Foundation. And I did pick the two colors, and this is the look that it came out, and I mixed the two colors together, the light neutral and the medium neutral, and I will list everything in the description box. And I like the way it feels, but it feels really good. It's got a good satiny finish. It dried down. It's not sticky. It's not tacky. I'm not going to do a wear test on this because it's so super, super hot, but I do like the way it feels. On this mature skin. We are dealing with mature skin here. And I do like the way it feels. Like I said, it went on really well. Didn't feel dry or taut or anything like that. It feels really good. So I like the way it does. So I thank you for watching today, and I will have a video for you next Thursday, if not before. Come back to see me next Thursday, my friends. I will say goodbye for now and have a good, safe week. Just leave you with my favorite words. Go out and make today better than yesterday, but always remember that I love you. Bye-bye, my friends.